Hello, hello Pisces. Welcome to your mid-year overview reading. This is going to cover July to December of 2018, and this is good for you if you're a Sun, Moon, or Rising Pisces. So go ahead and check in with yourself, see if there's anything that you would like to come up in this reading, any information or answers that you're needing at this time. Just set your intention. Feel into your body, take a few deep breaths into the diaphragm. Okay, and as you guys know, I do the annual reading in December. If you've been following me for a while, that covers the entire year, but life happens, things change, things shift, and so this is kind of coming back and seeing what we're going to have for the rest of the year, since something may have changed since I last read an overview. Okay, so first we have hold the excuses. Okay, and I'm curious, what does this mean to you guys? I honestly don't even want to give an interpretation for this, because hold the excuses. What does that mean for you? So I'm just setting it here. You guys can interpret that however you want, because I can think of 5 different ways to interpret this, and however it's coming up for you is the way that you're supposed to hear it. So I don't want to taint that. So I'll just leave that, and you can ask yourself or ponder that for a little while. The animal for you is the eagle. I think that this has to do with you obtaining something. So you can see that the eagle is getting really, really, really close to snatching up a prey, some type of prey. And that is telling me that you're getting closer to getting what you want, like a big manifestation. So if you can just be patient with this and hold on, you're going to get what you want. I don't know what this is, but it's like so close to getting that thing. And I think that the energy of the eagle, whether you like animal symbolism or totems or anything like that, you can look into all of that, because I'm not an animal symbolism expert, but I think that this is trying to remind you, hang in there, you're getting really close, don't give up, okay? And the word for you is revisit. Take an old idea out of your notebook and give it life. See if you have the skills to execute an idea once beyond your ability. Continue an unfinished project. Okay, so it's kind of like there's payoff so long as you're continuing to give effort or going back to what you were going to pursue in the past. The central energy for you is the Ace of Cups. Beautiful, overwhelming abundance, love. Great card to have for any type of relationships that you're looking for. Friendship, romantic, whatever it is that you are longing for at this time, there's an overwhelming amount of that. Remember though, the one thing I want to mention, the Ace of Cups actually starts within yourself. It doesn't just magically appear in the external. This is about you taking the time to love yourself in the way that you want to be loved. So make sure that whether that's from people that you already have relationships or the oncoming relationships that are coming into your life, you want to lead with exceptional self-care, really honoring the way that you feel about yourself and trying to work that as much as you can. Family, community, 8 of Swords. I don't see this as being transformative. This isn't an area of your life that looks like it's going to be radically changing or fluctuating to a great extent. So this, you kind of get a free pass over the next 6 months. Now, I don't think there's going to be any dramatic shifts here. I'm going to pull a clarifier for it. 6 of Cups. So we do have some karma showing up here. I'm gathering from this is that if you are actively manifesting, it might be on hold when it comes to community and friendships in particular, because your family is already your family. That's not going to be changing very much, but there's definitely some karma that's getting worked out. It's, I call it passive karma, karma that you don't really need to pay attention to. So that is, this is actually going to be really easy for you to deal with. And then we have material and immaterial resources, 7 of Cups. Man, you have a lot of different ways that you can get what you want materially, or in terms of resources. So think time, energy, connections with the right people, money, places to live. I think that you are going to be so dialed in terms of manifestation. You really can get just about anything that you want in a pretty short amount of time as well. So push aside the limiting beliefs around, I don't have enough money. If that's the story that you're running, then that'll become true. Make sure that you're reminding yourself that there are infinite, and I do mean that, infinite possibilities of the way that things can go and the opportunities that you have to get the resources that you need. This is not something that is set in stone. It's constantly fluctuating and it's fluid. So you actually are able to use that to your advantage for the next 6 months. If you want something, ask for it, use your tools, make connections, and see what comes through. A lot of resources and abundance in any capacity is energetic. So remind yourself, it's energetic and you do have a lot of control over your own energetics. Now, these top 3 cards are 3 pieces of advice. First, we have the Director. I have so much to say about this card, and I am going to clarify it first. The Star. So you are the creator of your reality. You are in control over what you experience to an extent, right? It's not so much about the circumstances around you. You can't change that, but you can make big shifts and you can apply yourself in the areas that you want to see change. If you want to see change in an area, then just apply yourself and remember that you can do things even to change your mindset, to adjust your mood, adjust your perspective and your belief system. Those are completely fluid. So you have a lot of power and control. I think that if you remind yourself that you're going in the right direction and you're getting close to obtaining the things that you want. When I also want to say a quick thing about language. If you're working on actively manifesting something, make sure you're using present time language or like it's already happening or it is happening right now. That is what's going to amplify the expedience of it. So if you say something like it will or it's coming soon, you're actually just pushing it out into the future. So make sure that you're really emphasizing present time. And then we have the 5 of Swords. Don't be afraid to declutter, especially the old relationships that are just a drain. This is coming up as relational, and Pisces have a tendency to be really tolerant and giving and compassionate and kind. It's okay to take a step back from energetic vampires. People who don't give as much as they take, do you really need them? Like how much is the relationship worth? Just pay attention to who's bleeding you dry and who's giving you life. All right, and then we have the Nine of Rods. I'm going to clarify this one as well. It could be a few different things. Seed of Winter. So Page of Swords. I think that if you take a look at your mindset and you take a look at the way you're thinking about things, it's going to propel you forward. So if you just shift the way you're thinking about things just a smidge, just a little bit, you can actually get a lot out of the next 6 months. And you're in control, but it's about doing the work here. It's about saying no and really stepping away from unhealthy relationships, and then allowing yourself to open up to a new way of thinking, a new belief system, all of that stuff. So the way that I have divided up this these outcome cards is this top one is for you if you're doing the work, if you're taking the advice, you're making changes in areas that you want to see shift, you're stepping away from unhealthy relationships, you're doing all of that, then this is the outcome for you. If you do nothing, you change nothing, you shift nothing, you make no adjustments, then we have the Nine of Pentacles. So this actually looks like you're going to dive more into work. There's something about displacing your energy and focusing more on the tangible. So it looks like you actually step away from your own ability to manifest and instead focus on strictly the material world, which is okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with doing that. It's just you will miss out on the energetic healing part of this. It just looks like this could be somewhat numbing yourself, like just I'm gonna work, or I'm just gonna enjoy what I have currently and not look ahead, because the Nine of Pentacles is about enjoying the fruits of your labor, but it's also an independent and stationary card. It's not bad at all. I want to make that clear. You can take a break for 6 months and just take a break for 6 months if you'd like and not make any changes and just chill out and enjoy the time that you have. And if you do make changes and challenge yourself and do the work, you have a massive breakthrough when it comes to mindset. So this is really where you start to see changes in the way you're thinking. And that can make a big, big, big difference for you. So whatever you're looking to adjust, it's kind of like you're able to break away from the old thoughts and the old ideas and pave the way for a brighter way of thinking. Now, the way that I have divided up this timeline, we have first, second, third, and fourth quarter. So that is going to be where you end the year. That's going to be mid-November through December. And I've divided it up. So the white cards with the birds, this is your circumstances, kind of what's going on around you, and its influence. And then we have romance, because I know that a lot of people ask about that. So I am splitting it up. Love life applies if you are singled or coupled. First quarter, we have the World. So this is the beginning of this reading is in eclipse season. So starting in July, we have all those eclipses, and for you, there's going to be a huge cycle that gets wrapped up. I think that you have the ability and the pleasure of experiencing true resolution and healing with something. I can't even be more specific than that, because the World is meant to be ambiguous. It's talking about a cycle that you have, that you are dealing with, that finally comes to an end or gets resolved in some way. It doesn't mean something leaves your life. It just means there's resolution there and clarity. And then in your love life, we have the Knight of Swords. I think that you kind of have a new perspective around what you want and what feels right for you. So this is just about mindset. I think all of this is coming from the healing components of the world that's shining through on your love life as well. And then in the second quarter, we have the Queen of Wands. It looks like after eclipse season, you get a surge of energy back. Like you're finally able to see kind of the light at the end of the tunnel from a grander perspective, from in a bigger sense. And so this is where you really feel like you have your energy back. You're kind of raring to go and ready to get started on whatever's next. So it looks like you're just kind of sitting pretty and things are calm enough where you can take really positive action. And in your love life, we have the Knight of Wands. So this looks like fun, like you're having a good time, you're enjoying yourself. You're either feeling really connected with a current partner, or this could be somebody coming in, or for those of you who aren't interested in partnership at all, this is you having fun with friends, just feeling connected, enjoying yourself. It's all about having a good time. No matter what the situation is, it's just about enjoying it and being present. Quarter 3, the Magician. This is when you want to really focus on manifestation. Okay, this is also going to be October to mid-November. And I think that you really start to look at what you want for 2019. And when you start looking at that, it gives you all these hits, and you start to feel more of your intuition come to the forefront, and you're able to really see what you want and how that's shifted from last year. So it looks like you're asking for new things. And then we have the King of Wands. So this looks like there's a really good balance of masculine and feminine within yourself, as well as partnership. Remember, when I'm talking about masculine and feminine, that has nothing to do with gender. This has to do with the roles of pursuit and reception. So are you on the receiving side, or are you on the pursuing side? How is it ebbing and flowing in the relationship? It looks really solid. So if you are in the position of the pursuer, the provider, which emphasizes more of the masculine energy, that is, it looks like you're very, very confident in that role. This is also a great thing if you have a tendency to manifest a lot of fire signs. I definitely have a tendency to manifest Leos. So if you're like that, this could easily be showing up as your King of Wands in whatever capacity, or this could be if you're on the side of allowing yourself to receive, allowing yourself to kind of be the complementary to the masculine, which is about receiving, holding space, all of that stuff. So it just looks like the balance is really, really nice, and it's working for you. So that this is just really, really flowing, and it could easily be an extension of the Knight of Wands here. And wrapping up the year, we have the Devil. This actually, this is probably my favorite Devil card in any deck that I own. And I'm actually seeing this as you being more prone to pleasure seeking than usual. So it actually, I can't say that this is a bad card. It looks more like a good time. You just want to really pay attention for if you feel like you're engaging in any numbing behaviors or anything that make you feel like you want to check out. That would be my one word of caution, is the overindulging, the going unconscious. That's something that can come along with the Devil, but otherwise I think you are going to be really enjoying yourself by the end of the year. And in your love life, we have the Three of Swords. Let me see. This is really interesting because I don't know I don't know, this is showing up differently. Let me clarify it. Three of Cups. So, this is all about, I think that this actually is a broader picture of what you're no longer tolerating. This isn't happening to you. I want to make that really clear. The Three of Summer, the Three of Cups is really about friendship. It's not about the romantic side of things. So for the Three of Swords, for some of you, yeah, maybe the relationship has run its course and it needs to end and you see that. But for some of you, I think that there's going to be a huge interplay between your community and how that impacts your love life. Do you have people that are trying to sabotage the relationship? Because, you know, some of us have crappy friends that are jealous and are disempowering. If that's for you, then it means you have to clean that up. Just figure out the source of the discouragement, the whatever pain or discomfort you're experiencing. Figure out where that's actually coming from, because it may not be from your relationship. I would say look at the surrounding areas and see if there's an old picture of grief that is coming up for you, or if there is an old pattern that needs to go, or whatever else is having an influence on the way that you're reacting in a relationship. Okay, so, sorry, 3-card pick. Pick a card, don't pick a card, see what comes up, or you can pick it ahead of time, whatever feels good for you. Card number 1, we have the 8 of Swords. So this is about feeling confined, not being able to see ahead. You have to depend on this for, it's like you have to use this and trust and just honor the way things are going to be, because you're not going to be able to see around every corner. So it looks like trusting is more challenging for you. And then second, we have 3 of Cups. This is the same card as here. And it's really about examining friendships. I would say look at the people you're surrounding yourself with. How do they make you feel? Check in. Do they make you feel good? Do they make you feel bad? Do they make you feel encouraged, empowered? You know, you are the sum of the 5 people that you spend the most time with. I truly, truly believe that. So just, you know, take a magnifying glass to that. And then we have the Emperor for card number 3. This is about that divine masculinity that I was talking about. The ways that either you pursue, or you're holding space for the pursuer, or you are calling in a pursuer, or how your energy and your going after something is working for you, and what exactly you're looking to get out of this masculine energy. There's also going to be a lot of healing around the masculine as well. So that is all for the 3-card pick. I want to remind all of you that the eagle here is reminding you that you're getting near what you want. So don't forget that. Even with this 3 of Swords nonsense, don't worry about that, because it's just showing that whatever this process is, the 3 of Swords manifests differently for everybody, but it's going to kind of transpire and evolve in a way that pushes you closer to what you do want, even if that is with this person or not. I'm reading for a large group of people, so it is more fluid. I just wanted to throw that out there before I wrapped up the reading. I know that scares people. So anywho, if you are interested in working with me one-on-one, all of the links are in the description box, or you can go to onyxhealing.com And don't forget to check out my new YouTube channel, which I have put up on the bottom of the screen. And until next time, don't forget to follow me on Facebook and Instagram. Happy manifesting, everybody, and I will talk to you later. Bye-bye.